around the fire station, the Boswell-Walkie Circus always came once a year at the fire station and came through.
I remember those guys.
And I kind of came through and I was looking at some of the animals at the back, and I noticed that this big African elephant, one of the elephants that they had in the show, was kind of standing there, and there wasn't really a fence around him. There was like a small little tape so that people wouldn't go up to the elephant, so it was that demarcation, but it wasn't like a proper fence. And he was chained to something. It was like a wooden stick in the ground. It wasn't really something secure. And I remember thinking, like, this is like a huge health risk, health hazard. I mean, if something happens, I mean, that little toothpick literally that this elephant's trained to, and this little demarcation tape is not stopping this elephant from trampling all these people. And one-on-one, I could normally talk a little bit better, and I kind of went up to the trainer. I said, listen, I don't think someone's locked the elephant away correctly. And he explained to me how they train elephants within a circus environment. And they said, when the elephants come in as a calf, they are chained to something immovable. So the chain will go on and it's to a concrete thing, and the elephant can't move. And as the elephant gets older, the moment you put the chain on, it assumes it's chained to something immovable, and it stays right there because it doesn't think it can go anywhere. And that was what this guy explained to me. He said, so it's not a problem. That's why we could actually chain to a plastic chair. The elephant's not going to move once it's got that chain on. And when he explained that, I realized I was like that African elephant. I mean, the Bible says I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. I've got so much potential. God's given me so much potential. Like this elephant who can go through oak trees, can literally walk through forest, but a toothpick's holding him back. I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. I can do all things. However, I'm scared of this and I'm scared of that, and I'm kind of holding myself back. And very often, some of the change that I had was mental change on myself. I kept on telling myself I would never amount to anything. I would never be able to do anything. So it was a mental chain. But it was also change that other people had placed on me. No, you will never be able to do this, or you will never be able to do this. And I was like that African elephant that had now been chained. I can do great things, but because I've got this mental block, I'm going nowhere.
Yeah.
And again, it was on that realization of it. I realized I needed to now try and do something about it. It wasn't easy, but I knew I had to try and kind of overcome this. So I actually put myself in uncomfortable situations.